This podcast was created Skyman's contributions. Welcome everyone to the deep dive.
Glad to be here.
So, what we do is take interesting source material today. It's some advanced vocabulary exercises, actually, and we kind of pull out the core idea.
I think it's easy to grasp.
Exactly. Make it understandable, maybe even a bit fun. Today's focus is all about relationships, connections, and those positive qualities we admire in people.
Yeah, the language around it is fascinating, how we describe these bonds.
Right. So let's jump in. The source is kicked off with love and romance,
Oh, yes.
talking about being, head over heels.
That initial intensity,
Nah,
being infatuated with someone, we probably all felt that rush,
definitely. But then it also introduced platonic relationships.
right? Which is key. That deep affection, that closeness, but without the romantic or sexual side.
It shows there's more than one way to have a really, really close bond.
Exactly. And those platonic connections are so vital for, support and just general well-being.
Then it shifted towards friendships. I like the idea of soulmates, but for friends.
Oh yeah, that instant connection where you just click with someone immediately.
Have you had that happen? Where you just meet someone and it's like, wow.
Absolutely. It feels effortless, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And the exercise is mentioned different sort of levels too.
Like what?
Well, getting on like a house on fire,
Instantly.
right? Or being bosom buddies, really close pals and having a close bond, which suggests that deep understanding it.
It makes you think about the different kinds of friendships we have. Not all the same intensity, maybe.
Precisely. And it's not always that instant spark either. Some connections build over time because you've always been similar, as the source put it.
Or being a well-matched couple, not necessarily romantic, could just be partners in something, really complementing each other.
That steadiness, that shared history or compatibility, that's huge for long-term relationships.
Yeah.
Very different from just, say, mutual acquaintances.
Right, people you know, but maybe not deeply.
Yeah, more surface level.
The sources also mention qualities needed in friends, like being thick-skinned.
Able to take a bit of teasing or criticism without falling apart. Useful.
And being as thick as thieves?
Meaning super close, sharing secrets, really trusting each other. It's a great idiom.
It really captures that loyalty, doesn't it?
It does. Okay, moving on to those positive qualities themselves, described as nouns and adjectives.
Yes, like adoration. The example was for a new baby, that deep, deep love and respect.
Such a powerful emotion. And then amiability.
Just being friendly, pleasant, like a considerate boss was the example, I think. Makes a big difference in how you feel about work, or anywhere, really.
Definitely, these traits really color our interactions. Then there's consideration.
Thinking carefully about others, empathy, being helpful.
And faithfulness and loyalty, these came up too.
They did. It used pure business loyalty as an example for faithfulness, which felt specific. Steady support for a company or cause.
It's interesting. Faithfulness maybe suggests steadfastness to principles or commitments, while loyalty often feels more personal, more emotional. Small differences, but they matter.
Yeah. We also saw passion, devotion, fondness, just a whole spectrum of positive feeling.
A rich vocabulary for a rich emotional life.
And applying this vocabulary, the fill-in-the-blank parts were quite revealing.
How so?
Well, needing staunch allies. That word staunch implies real dependability, doesn't it?
Absolutely rock solid.
Or admiring scrupulous honesty. Not just honest, but meticulously, carefully honest.
Right. Paying attention to the details of being fair.
And feeling it's unfair to be deeply critical. Or demanding complete and unswerving loyalty that's absolute. No question.
Total commitment.
Even the idea of bitter rivals who can still be loyal friends, deep down it shows how complex people can be.
It really does. You can compete fiercely, but still have that underlying respect or connection. Choosing the right word really matters for capturing these nuances.
So to wrap up, we've kind of touched on everything from that initial romantic spark to deep, steady friendships, and the qualities like loyalty, consideration, amiability.
It's quite a range.
Yeah.
And hopefully for you listening, it sparks some thought about your own relationships,
Yeah, maybe think about who you get on like a house on fire with.
or whose scrupulous nature you really admire.
Exactly. It's about noticing these things, maybe appreciating them more, and just seeing how language helps us understand the connections that shape our lives.